Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, you do. Steve Harvey got a radio show, but like I said the other day, you got something too, though, don't you? God done something wonderful for you. You just got to thank him for it. You know, in the midst of all this going on in my life and in your life, you know, I always use myself as an example because, that way I guarantee 100% I know what I'm talking about. Here's the situation. You know, with everything that's going on in my life and all the things I'm asking God for, in the midst of a taxing and a very trying situation that's very challenging for me right now, man, God just keeps on surprising me. He keeps doing things. And I want you to look at your life for a second. Let's make two columns here. Let's make a column of all the things you want from God. You know, just do that throughout the course of the day. You know, run down a list of all the things you're asking God for, all the things you're praying for, the things you aspire to, your dreams, your visions, whatever it is. Just make a column, a list of all those things. Let's make 3 lists. And then the second list, I want you to make a list of everything that you've been asking God for. So I guess that could be a little bit of the same. But this third list, I want you to do a checkoff point. I want you to make a list of everything that God has given you that you've asked him for. Just think about it like that for a second. I may be explaining it a little wrong right now, but I'm going to pull it together for you. Make a list of everything you're asking God for. Just list it. You know, it's okay. It's a dream board. You can call it that. I got one. It's a vision board. You know, everybody's got something you hope for. Make a list. Now, I want you to make another list of everything you've asked God for that he's given you already. See, this is a good list because sometimes, and what I've been guilty of, and maybe you too, in my request list on my dream board, I keep focusing so hard sometimes on what I'm yet to receive. I keep focusing so hard on what I hope he gives me. I keep focusing so hard on the things that are yet not fulfilled in my life that sometimes as he starts checking off my wish list, the things I've asked for in the past that have come to pass that he's given me, I sometimes, in praying for what I want, forget to thank him for what he's done for me. And I'm currently in the middle of that situation. And this morning when I woke up, I just got on my knees this morning and I quit tripping for a second. I said, man, hey, God, you know what? I really do need all them things I'm asking for. And I really am believing that you're going to give it to me. But in the meantime, though, man, have I overlooked some important details here. I had to really look at what he's done for me. I mean, look, man, take yourself out of it personally and look. Well, you can leave yourself in it however you want to be. Some people can't do that. So just leave yourself in it then. But, man, I started looking at the I part of me. And I started looking around at what's happening overall. Like, man, he has kept my family together. In spite of the attempts to tear it apart. I look at all of that. I look at how he's blessing my children with the desires of their heart, which I pray for my kids. You know, I want my kids to have a better life than I've had. I really, really do. I don't want them to take as long as it took me to get it together. I really, really don't. I'm trying to say, hey, man, if you go to college, this is what you can be. Don't do like your father did. Don't go 3 years, drop out, throw yourself into a spiral, and then got to start scratch all over again. You know, and for the most part, so far, you know, they're doing quite well of it. You know, they're getting kicked around a little bit, but that's life. I started thinking of the blessings that he's helped me overcome with some of the previous mistakes I've made in relationships in my life. And then I started looking about the things he's blessed me with that I've been asking him for, but since I've moved on from it, I forgot to keep thanking him because I got to always thank God for a roof over my head because guess what? When I was asking for the roof and I didn't really have it, then he gave me one. Now, since he gave it to me, I'm just cool now? I can't ever go back to him and go, hey, man, I really do appreciate this roof over my head because there was a time when I was living in a car. But see, so every morning I wake up, I got to remember the fact that I have a home now because I got to look back and go, man, that was time, Steve, when you didn't have no home. But see, we forget what God has done for us because in our column, the want column, the need column, we oftentimes forget for the columns and the check marks that he's already fulfilled in our life. You've got to take inventory every now and then, daily if possible, but I know we humans, we're not going to do that. I don't. But you've got to take inventory of your life to say, hey, what has God done for me? You know, and remember something else too. Change is good, but change is challenging. Accept the challenge that it is. Look, a lot of you come up to me all the time and say, Steve, man, thank you, man. Boy, you in the morning, man, I really be needing that. Well, like I done said it 100 times, but I'm going to say it again. Y'all, I be needing it too. You know, you understand? Sometimes what God is dealing with me is for me. But now I'm in a sharing position where I can open up, and if I just quit being so about me and become a little bit more transparent, I can maybe some of me that's happening to me is happening to you, and you could see some of this in me. That's why I use myself as an example because, man, I'm catching it too. Y'all, I ain't perfect either. So for those of you that come up to me and say that, I want you to understand these talks in the morning, man, this is important for me because, man, I need these conversations from God. I need God to continue to strengthen me, to show me the way, to help me understand what's happening to me. And see, as we've all, those of you who have made the decision to change, to become a better person, a better woman, a better boy, a better girl, a better man, for those of you who's made the decision to change is a challenge. And accept the challenge because it's going to come. Because right out of that, here come the haters. Here they come. People you don't even know. Discussing your life and your change. If God see you really, really mean what you say, in spite of what they say about you, God will raise you above the fray. He'll keep promoting you. He'll keep blessing you. He'll keep moving you up. He will use you as a show-off point. He'll show you off, man. He'll make you look good to people, man, who wish you'd fall all day long. And so to all your haters will end up just watching you rise, man. They will watch you continue to grow. That's what God will do for you, man. You can fool the world, but you can't fool God. God know your heart. He know your every thought, man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, please. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's about to go down. 5, 2, 1. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. When you think about love, gotta get it on your mind. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. Get that love on your mind all the time. Shirley Strawberry.
That was a switch. Good morning. Who are you?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Why? Didn't have no rhyme or reason. Just felt like it. Carla Farrell.
It was a wonderful selection. Good morning.
Junior.
Good morning.
Boy, you is stupid. Morning, everybody.
King of pranks.
Yes, sir, in the building. Top. Thursday morning, baby boy. Thursday morning.
Ought to be a pretty interesting day of news.
Yeah, lots of it going around. Hey, before we get to that, Steve, it's National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day. Just wanted to throw that out there since we had Barry Butler.
And I just want to say, ain't nobody celebrating y'all's ass, so whatever.
Well, shout out to the Bernards.
We had Barry Bernards on last week. That's why I
Whatever.
said that. Straight
Y'all
out of
call
Memphis.
each other and say, hey, right on, this our day.
Tell you what,
We want to live.
Quit giving me your business card when I meet y'all. I don't want to know y'all. Shaking my hand, talking about if you ever need our services. Well, if I ever need your service, I ain't going to know it, though, am I?
Man, you ain't lying. You're not celebrating them. First of all, they don't want to take the body if you ain't got all the money.
Oh, how well I know that.
Oh, we know about that.
Yeah.
Be down in the basement on that
It
slab.
won't go in the ground.
You ain't putting him in no box. You got to put him in the box when you buy the box.
Yeah. Where Big Mama at? She in the back room?
She's in the back.
Yeah, we ain't got all the money. They need
In the back sitting on a bar stool right now.
But they have a meeting with you beforehand, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to sit in that
I had a
conference
few.
room.
I had a partner that was, they didn't really have the money. I got several funerals, so he didn't
Yes,
have the
you
money.
do.
They didn't have the money to pay for the funeral. And so the dude went up there and said, well, look, man, if you could just work with it. He said, we can't do nothing for you, son, till you come up with the rest of the money. He said, well, I'll go back there and get the body. Well, he said, well, you can go back there, but he naked. I said, I'll be damned. I'll go back there and get the body. You can go back there, but he's naked. God, no. I went on
shout
to the
out to
car
Barry
because I
Butler.
wouldn't have finna help him bring his naked ass daddy out of there.
Dang,
That's where you
Steve.
draw the line.
Yeah, I wasn't
All
gonna
right.
help you load his dead ass up in that car, not naked.
We're moving on. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer, the one and only Steve Harvey. Steve, this one is from John in Mississippi. He says, my wife and I have been separated for over a year, but she moved back in with me after she got laid off. I got the house because I caught her cheating on me. I never got upset with her. I just put her out, and me and the kids have been better off since then. Now that she's back in the home, she doesn't want my girlfriend to come over. I told her that she has no say-so, and she should be glad she has a roof over her head. She's been very rude to my girlfriend, and I want to put her out. Would I be wrong?
Hell no, you wasn't wrong. Dog, she cheated on you?
Yeah.
What you take her back for? Why don't you go
That's the
stay with the dude you cheated with?
Right.
She
There
back
you
over
go.
here for?
They're never available. The one you cheated with is never available.
Don't
Yeah.
make no sense.
Mm-mm.
No,
All right.
you wouldn't be wrong. Put her ass out. You cheat on me and I put you out. You can trust and believe you ain't coming back.
Maybe he had a soft
Man, you
spot
better
for
be lucky
kids.
it's just one of them over here.
Really, Steve? Okay, playa.
Oh, that's what we doing?
Wait till
Clem in
Friday.
Lake Charles.
And the reason there's a
Louisiana.
lot of them over here because the kids like everybody.
You know they're so sweet. Clem in Lake Charles, Louisiana says, I'm a 49-year-old married man and I have a birthday weekend planned for my 50th in June. Me and my boys are going to Miami to kick back, eat good, drink, and talk a lot of smack. Well, my wife doesn't understand why we're going to Miami to have a good time. We're both married. We've been married for 14 years and I have never had a boys' weekend, so she's suspicious. Do I owe her an explanation? I don't say anything when she takes girls' trips.
Dog.
So she takes.
She take girl trips. You take boy trips. You going to Miami.
This is
Sir.
this is first fella's trip though.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
MIA.
Miami can't be your first trip.
Sexiest city in the U.S.
Yeah, you got to go slow. Y'all don't want to go Kansas City or nothing. Have
Kansas
barbecue tasting
City?
Try
contest.
Chattanooga.
Yeah, y'all don't want to go Mississippi, go Graceland or something. Miami.
That's in Memphis.
Boy, let me tell you something. Go down on Lincoln Square and just pull up a chair. Get yourself a cigar and pull up a chair. You're going to be there all night. And then get over there on South Beach. Go down to that hotel with them sheets around them day beds. They'll be blowing in the wind and go out there and get your ass a cocktail
What is it?
and try to make it back home. Burn all your shirts, though.
Why is it? Why
Them
does he have to
shirts?
burn-
Oh, you gonna have something on them.
Like what?
Lipstick.
Perfume.
But now, if you get lipstick on your collars, listen to me, fellas. Buy yourself a pack of white bread.
Like
White
Wonder
bread take lipstick out of collars. Just need to know that.
Okay,
got
so you've done
fellas.
this trick before.
Going to the
Yeah.
store.
Done it.
Buy a loaf. Makes it get tough.
Used to drive around with bread in the car.
Oh, they weren't for making sandwiches. Okay.
Hell no.
All right, Joy in Dover, Delaware says, I'm in my mid-50s and my husband and I lost the spark in our bedroom. He suggested we try a threesome with the young lady that cleans our home. This young black lady had applied for a job at his company, but she was underqualified, so he offered her a job as a sort of a house cleaner, errand girl. But I'm concerned that she's been doing other duties for him, if you know what I mean. Why else would he suggest a threesome with her?
So what's she asking me? Is this a
I
question or
guess-
she just making a statement?
She's making a statement, but she wants you to confirm or deny her suspicions.
I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know if the man having a relationship with her at all. But he brought her up specifically as the threesome.
That's what Wifey
Now-
is saying.
So now, do you mean that he gonna have to now take the idea to her? Or do you think he already know it's a go? See, which one you think it is?
See,
Either way, you got a damn problem.
Clever.
Yeah.
Because first of all, if you want to add some spice, why is her name at the top of the damn list?
That's what she wants to know.
Exactly.
I mean, what? He been looking at her?
He been doing more.
What's happening?
That's what she thinks.
No.
She thinks it's more than that going on. Yeah.
Well, you know, man, you'll find out in a couple years. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Made.
Yeah, he did. He had a whole son. With he
That
did.
little maid's boy looked just like Arnold.
He really did. He really
9 years old, just as muscular.
I'll
That little
be
damn
back.
boy just stood up there looking just like the Terminator.
He ready for Baby Olympia?
All right, we're moving on. Latoya in Philly says, I'm a single mom of a middle schooler and a high schooler. My children's father has visitation rights, but he hasn't spent much time with them since they're older. I have a work trip coming up, and I needed him to keep the kids for a week, and he said no. He said he'd need advance notice because he's living with his girlfriend now, and her 5-year-old child is in the bedroom that was for our children. How can he choose her kid over ours? Wow, what a loser.
Well, that's messed up. You know, you got 2 kids, and you know, you don't need no notice, cause the bedroom got them your kids.
Yeah, they all get in there together.
I think it's me. Yeah. Hey, here come your brother.
Yeah. Scooch over.
Scoot, meet this your sister. Say hi.
Yeah.
Now go in there and play.
I mean, who else is going to keep them? He's horrible. What a dad.
Yeah, you denying your kids. He sucks.
Yep, truly.
I ain't got
So
no
what
answer
should she
for
do?
you. I don't know.
Wow.
He don't want to keep his own kids. I can't make a man not be trifling over the air.
Not enough time.
No.
All right, CLO.
This some other stuff here.
Yeah. All right, CLO, thank you. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. And in entertainment news, the co-host Sharon Osbourne is coming under fire for defending her friend Piers Morgan. We'll talk about that, but right now, the nephew is here with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's go, cat dog.
Hello.
I'm trying to speak to Sister Lauren, please.
Speaking.
Sister Lauren, this is Brother Davis from the church. I don't know if you know me. You might know me when you see me, but I don't know if you just know me because we don't really interact that much at the church. But I wanted to give you a call. We got a bit of a problem going on.
Okay.
Okay, do you have a minute to talk?
Well, apparently so, huh?
All right. Now, how long have you been doing the sign? You in the ministry where you do the sign language for the church, and I noticed you up there at least 2 Sundays out of the month. You've been doing it quite a while. Am I right?
So, yes, I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I'm a little bit confused as to why you're calling about this. I'm just a little bit confused. I don't know who you are. You say that if I see your face, I may know you, but what does this have to do with anything of how long I've been doing sign language? I know sign language. I've been doing it for years. So how may I help you with this? Do you want to learn sign language?
No, I'm not trying to learn any sign language. Do you know Miss everybody call her Miss Myrtle? Do you know Miss Myrtle?
Yeah, I sure do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Miss Myrtle, that's one of my aunties right there. Miss Myrtle is.
Okay,
all right?
and she gave you my number to call me. What do you need from me? Did she give you my number?
No, that's what I'm getting at. So my aunt is deaf. You know she's hearing impaired. You know that, right?
Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's a problem. Aunt Myrtle is telling us that you're not doing the sign language right during the service, and like you missing some things in the scripture or something.
No. That's incorrect. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know what I'm doing. So So she told you to call me to tell me that I'm not doing the sign language correctly. That's a little funny.
Let me say this to you. I don't want us to get off on the wrong foot. Let me just say this to you. Once my murder told us what was going on, we then went to one of the deacons and asked him, is there a way we can have a meeting, with Sister Lauren so we can try to get this taken care of and talk about it. He said, well, won't you just call and y'all can just work it out. And that's how I'm calling you now. I hope I don't know if you're at work or whatever. I apologize, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, let me go and say this: if my Aunt Myrtle say that you ain't signing right, then my auntie ain't lying. That mean your ass. Excuse me. That mean you ain't signing right.
Really? So the pastor couldn't come to me, but you figured you would just call me and tell me that your auntie says that I'm doing it incorrectly. That doesn't make sense to me. How did she tell you that? Did she sign it to you?
She signed language to her daughter. Listen, you ain't got to worry about who she's signing to. What you need to worry about is getting your stuff together, all right, and learning how to do this the correct way so that my auntie can get, my auntie needs to be getting the word like everybody else getting the word, but she not getting it because the word's getting lost in your hands.
All I'm hearing is your voice is getting very loud, and you need to match my tone, young man. Okay, let's just start with that.
What you mean match your tone, young man?
Yes.
What is that?
match my tone because you're getting very loud and I can't hear through all of that. All right?
Okay.
So I'm
okay. Well, let me.
I am
I'ma
trying
say
to help
this.
the situation. You called my phone, correct? You have a problem that you're discussing with me, but you're getting more angry than anything else. How am I going to resolve this problem? I am trying to be as cordial
The way
as I
you
can
resolve
with you.
this problem is carry your ass back to science school so you can learn what you need to so my auntie can get the word. My auntie can't
You're
get
not
the
gonna
gospel
take that.
because you're messing it up.
God anointed me to do sign language at that church, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I will continue to do so. So don't call my phone telling me that I'm not doing something right. You know what?
But do God know that you're not doing it right? Do God know that? Does God know that my Aunt Myrtle not getting the word because of you?
Lord's name, young man. Jesus, please give me the strength to continue on with this conversation. But you know what, Lord? I'm going to be right back. Little let me tell your something. Don't you ever call my mother freaking phone telling me I ain't doing something. Man, if I see you in the street, this cane I have is going to go upside your damn head. Did I make myself clear?
I cannot believe you talking to me like this.
Oh, now you want to be calm. Now you're calm. Now you match my tone. I done gave you my
I can't
time.
believe you just got through talking to me like that.
Are we done here?
So you think it's cool for you to tell the Lord, I'll be right back. Thank you, Lord. I needed a moment.
I'm human, right? We've been on this phone this long. You've been all screaming at me. I told you to match my tone. Match my tone.
I am matching your tone.
No.
Can I give you something else in this tone? Do you mind if I say something in this tone?
You're going to hear a click and it die real quick. Go ahead. Say what you have to say.
I just want to tell you in this tone that your friend Vonda Taylor got me to prank phone call you. I am nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show in your tone.
Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. You have me on the break. Vonda? Vonda Taylor. Vonda Taylor. Tommy, you better not put this on the radio. You better not put this on the radio. Vonda, I'm going to kill you in Jesus' name. Amen. The radio. I'm not playing any games, Tommy. I think it's funny, but this is my job here.
Listen, everything is fine.
You had me going there. I had to tell Jesus, give me a minute, because you was about to bring my pressure up. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even want to hear this, but I will be calling Vonda because I have some words for her ass. Oh, Lord, Father, please forgive me. Oh, Lord.
Okay, you got to do this for me in my tone. Tell me in your tone, what is the baddest radio show in the land in your tone?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. In my tone.
In my tone. All right, there you go. Hey, do y'all know anybody that do sign language at the church? I don't know none of those people.
I don't know him personally. I know him when I see him. I know the lady.
Y'all have it at your church, Carla?
Yes.
We did.
Two ladies. You didn't have it at your...
We didn't have nothing for. If you anything wrong with you, don't come in here. You can't hear, see. We ain't had no ramps. We ain't had nothing. You couldn't come in here. It wasn't for the. You can't come in here. Nothing.
Can't with them today. What is
we're gonna put a speaker out on them steps.
But listen, we're gonna accommodate you at the Stardome, April 16th through the 18th. Come check your boy out. I will be in town all weekend doing the Magic City Classic, April 16th through the 18th at the Stardome. Tickets are on sale right now, and we're accommodating everyone. So everyone, come one, come all, and have a wonderful time and watch the nephew act a fool at the Stardome.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know what, guys? We love her. We got to give it up to our girl, Sheryl Underwood. A shout out to Sheryl Underwood for staying cool, keeping it classy, while her co-host, Sharon Osbourne, just went in. I mean, she was defending, Sharon Osbourne was defending her friend Piers Morgan after he said that he doesn't believe Meghan Markle. Take a listen.
I want you to hear from me.
I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. Right. I am asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation.
Yes.
You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me. Tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But right now, I'm talking to a woman who I believe is my friend. And I don't want anybody here to watch this and say that we're attacking you for being racist. And for that, if I articulated
I think it's
anything,
too late. I think that seed's already sown.
But that is why I'm saying for me.
Wow.
See, that's the problem that we have with curing racism.
Right
Because clearly, some people don't even understand what racism really is. See, because you don't acknowledge it don't mean it don't exist.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
if a black person is trying to get you to understand that the mere dismissing of the fact that what you're saying is hogwash and bullcrap right there, that shows that you are not in tune, that you are not sympathetic nor caring of what Meghan Markle maybe haven't been subject to or feeling, because you're trying to defend the damn crown. Well, don't nobody give a damn about that. Sheryl Underwood handled it articulately, but as her big brother, let me just say this right here. If your ass doesn't speak out against racism and you see it and it exists, and you try to write it off as non-racism because you're uncomfortable dealing with it, or you need to hear particular code words or crack words to stimulate the term of racism for you, then your ass is racist. Not knowing, example, Donald Trump, I'm the least racist person you know. What? If you the least racist person we know, our ass in trouble. Thus, our ass is in trouble.
Yeah,
right.
And been in trouble with this dude for 4 years, and he proved over and over again that he was a racist. But because you grow up in a certain environment and the way you all talk and privilege and deal with one another, and it's normal language to you, you don't consider it racist because it's just how we are.
How we talk.
But when you present that same document to black people, we'll tell you it's racist. Example, Rodney King tape. How did the jury see an animal disobeying the police when clearly everybody else saw ass whooping? You know why you saw an animal disobeying the police? Because you racist. Because if it was your white ass sitting up there getting whooped, I bet you'd have thought something was wrong with it. Absolutely. But since it was his black ass getting whooped, ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's right. Cheryl, we have your back. We love you. We do.
Cheryl Underwood.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gonna quit dogging her.
Yes. How does
Sharon and anybody else. Uncle Steve to the rescue. I put the cape on. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And this is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, first off, the House of Representatives passed President Biden's close to $2 trillion COVID stimulus package yesterday. It's on his desk. He's expected to sign it tomorrow. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says it's just what the country needs.
The Biden American Rescue Plan is about the children, their health, their education, the economic security of their families.
The measure was passed with no GOP support, but Pelosi says that kind of behavior is common. She says Republicans, quote, vote no, but take the dough. President Biden's expected to make his first primetime national address today. That's like 8 p.m. tonight, actually, Eastern time. Today is the first anniversary, by the way, of the COVID shutdowns. It's also the anniversary of the World Health Organization formally declaring COVID-19 a pandemic. Minneapolis, jury selection continuing today for fired cop Derek Chauvin, charged with second-degree murder in the death of Mr. George Floyd. So far, 3 jurors have been seated. They're described as 2 white men and a woman of color. Chauvin's charged with manslaughter and second-degree murder. Prosecutors want a third-degree murder charge restored. It was one of the charges against him, but the lower court removed it. But third-degree murder charges apparently are easier to prove, so people don't get away with things that the prosecutors think that they're guilty of. That situation being decided now by an appeals court while the jury selection continues. And we didn't get to it yesterday, but let's. The famously nasty Meghan Markle hater, Good Morning Britain's Piers Morgan, out of a job. He says he quit, at least for now. Morgan was starting to attack the Princess of Sussex over the statement she made to Oprah Winfrey when the show's weatherman, his colleague, dressed him down. And Morgan, well, he just stormed off the set.
I'm sorry, I don't believe a word she says.
I understand that you don't like Meghan Markle. You've made it so clear a number of times on this programme. And I understand that you've got a personal relationship with Meghan Markle, or had one, and she cut you off. She's entitled to cut you off. Has she said anything about you since she cut you off? I don't think she has, but yet you continue to trash her.
OK, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no, can't do this.
This is absolutely diabolical behaviour. I'm sorry, but Piers spouts off on a regular basis, and we all have to sit there and listen.
And he says he was tired of it. Well, Piers came back briefly, but ITV received an avalanche of complaints about his behavior, some 41,000 of them, many of them saying Morgan could apparently dish it out but couldn't take it. Later, ITV company announced that Morgan was no longer with the show. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, some really good news. Listen up, pay attention. Finally, multiple studies are proving that the voluptuous curves and figures of countless black women, well, guys, they possess more benefits than just aesthetic perks. These curves may actually help us live longer, okay? But why is this, you ask? Why is this?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute, Steve. Let me tell you. According to blackdoctor.org, the type of fat found in the thighs and backsides may actually help reduce disease as opposed to the dangerous and life-threatening effects of abdominal fat. So, see, the thighs and the butt, that's okay. Yeah.
I've been knowing about that. This is called AM. I've been knowing about AM for a lot of years.
What is AM?
AM, that ass meat. It has meant a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's meant a lot to me over the years.
Really?
Yeah. It's brightened up days of mine. It's, you know, it's made me be more attentive as a person. You know, it's caused me to be a lot more complimentary.
Oh, so
It
just
does.
nice.
So,
Change your mood, huh?
It's nice
You know,
AM.
I've said thank you. I can't count the time. Thank you.
Tell them what AM do. Tell them what AM do.
AM, you know, AM stands for the acronym I am. You know, I am. You know, I am ass meat. You know, I am important. I am real. I am here, and more importantly, I am yours. Thank you.
Yeah. Be there for
Let's have an ass meat march.
Now, no. So if you just tuning in, what are you talking about, Shirley? Because people be like,
if you just tuning in.
All right, listen. According to blackdoctor.org, the type of fat found in the thighs and in the butt area may actually help reduce disease as opposed to the dangerous and life-threatening effects of stomach fat, okay, belly fat. That's what they're saying.
And so you call it
butt,
AM, Steve.
Yeah,
I call
Steve
it AM.
It's
It's short for yam.
What's yam? What's the Y?
Yam is your ass meat. And that's yam. Go look at that yam on that girl right there, boy. And, you know, it's just been life-changing for me, and I want to thank y'all for all these years of providing me with just hours and hours of just...
You didn't
Seen some great AMs in my day, man.
Am. Whoa, Am.
Come on. Not Teddy.
Am. Somebody yam for me. Yes.
All right, so listen, don't take this news the wrong way. This is only true to a certain degree, as obesity increases your chances of developing chronic health conditions. So please take care of yourself. This is because per studies, researchers found that not all fat is created equal. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill has passed. This bill is now on President Biden's desk for his signature. That is a good thing. The
on
package
now.
includes, up to $1,400 stimulus checks. President Biden and Vice President Harris made the stimulus bill their first major legislative initiative since taking office. Now, did you see House Speaker Nancy Pelosi do the shimmy dance as she banged the gavel to pass it? She was happy.
They doing the
She's
shimmy?
very happy.
Hope they're
It's an
looking like
important
Diddy.
bill. Yeah, it's an important bill right here. This is.
She got a swag back. Democrats, yes.
Go ahead,
Fighting
girl.
for the people, yes.
Thank you.
The
Trying to
American
help them
people.
out. Yep.
Looking like Diddy up there.
To all them shaking.
Also, here's a reminder to stay woke. We cannot sleep on anything because there's an election coming up next year, and Republicans are pushing hard to change the voting laws. GOP lawmakers are trying to rewrite election laws in Georgia, in Iowa, Arizona, Kentucky, and Florida. Republicans are trying to get rid of mail-in voting, which was very important during the last election, make it harder to early vote. If you recall, in the last election, over 70% Democrats voted early. So, we
Look
can't
what
sleep
a
on this
loss
stuff. Stay
will
woke.
do, man.
Yeah.
A loss will just
And
have
trying to
you
do it
fight.
on the slick, on the slide.
And you got to
Right.
watch these
Right.
bills because if they kill early voting,
Yes.
no early voting, that's going to mean you have to go to a poll.
Yes.
They are going to remove polling places from our neighborhoods just like they did mailboxes. They've already reduced the number of polling places as it is. And that's voter suppression. That's how you make it hard to vote.
Yeah.
See, they
And that's
they
directed
lose
at
sight.
us. That's directed at us.
That is directed directly at
directly.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what they're trying to call it, Carla? They're trying to call it, it's this election security. That's what
Yes, I saw that
I
on the
saw
news,
that. What?
Junior,
They
yesterday.
play those
Mhm.
Jedi mind tricks, Junior. Yeah.
Yep.
You can't,
It
That's
ain't-
why you
it's-
got to
it's-
stay
it's-
woke.
It's not Jedi mind trick.
That's what they think.
It's racism.
Yeah,
It is.
Systemic
Pure and simple.
racism is what it is. They always find a systematic way to exude and impact their racism on us any way they can. This is nothing but racism.
It is. It is. It is. You think they think if they change the wording of it, like you say, it's security,
Voter
Junior,
security. It ain't
as
no voter
opposed to
security.
suppression.
There was
yeah.
nothing wrong with the election. Y'all letting this one soul loser, sorry ass liar tell you all that the election was stolen, and you all backing him because you scared of the 70-some million votes that he got. Well, if y'all had any sense in your head, you would get rid of this man so you wouldn't have to keep dancing to the beat of his drum. And you could get your party back and have some type of decency within your party. But as long as you got Donald Trump running things, there is no decency in the party left. That's over. It's lies, 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 and then they justify all the lies. Mitch McConnell, all of them. They scared of them. They're a bunch of cowards.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. I saw that on the news yesterday, too, in Georgia. They are trying to change voting laws and early vote. I said, look at them. Look at them.
At the
We gotta
sore
stay woke.
losers.
Yes, we do.
And we
Or
got to
else
keep
they'll
voting.
get away with it. They'll get away with it. They'll get away with it. Thank God for people like Stacey Abrams, the queen. Thank God. But
Hey,
we
let's
got to
get
do
on
our
this
part
and
too.
Research.
What'd you say, Steve?
Let's get on this and research how they would go about getting something like this passed.
Okay.
What's the process for passing it so we can get the right amount of people on this?
And then let's invite Stacey Abrams back on, too, to
So
educate
we
us
can
as
find
well.
out how to stop it.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It
It's
just never stops.
unbelievable.
It just
but
never
it's just
stops.
like you said, Tommy, just because they lost. Their candidate lost. Now,
You're
now
not
you're trying to
taking
change
our
voting
gains
laws?
back from us. You're not going to do it. We're not going to sit here and let you do
No,
it.
we're not going to go back. We're not.
It's a
No.
new day. We're a new voting block power. And that's how we're going to act. And you're not getting it back. We here for good now. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, check this out, guys. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor. All right, we'll get to that. Yeah, you heard me. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor. We'll get to that in just a few. But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev?
Your doors. Your doors. Sounds pretty.
Yeah, your doors.
Simple. Yeah.
Your doors. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Mr. Paul, please.
Call for junior, senior.
Probably senior.
Okay, this is me. How you doing today?
I'm good. Listen, my name is Mark. I'm actually calling from a company called Doors. Are you at court?
Yes, correct.
You guys just built that home, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like I said, my name is Mark Stevens. I'm actually calling from Doors. We're actually the company that supply the doors that are actually throughout your house.
Okay, great. What are you calling for? Follow-up?
No, this isn't a follow-up. Actually, we're got a couple glitches we want to try and get straightened out if we could. Well, here's the problem, sir. The problem we're having is that the contractor that actually built you all's home,
yes,
has not paid for the doors. You guys have been there 2.5 months, and we can't seem to get the contractor to come in and pay for the doors.
Okay, so you tried to call them.
We've tried to call him several times, and we have not been able to
what
get.
What number do you have on him? Because if you don't have a good number, I can give you a number. Because I really don't have anything to do with that. In fact, how'd you get my number?
Well, actually, we had your number on file as the homeowner, and that's pretty much how we had you. But the problem we're facing here, sir, is we've tried to get this guy for the last couple months, and we can't get him. So actually what's going to happen here in the next day or so is we're probably going to have to come and get all the doors.
Hold on, wait a second. Do what?
We're probably going to have to come and get all the doors in your house, take them off, and bring them back here to the plant until we get...
Who's going to come get all my doors?
We're going to have to get those doors until either we get a contractor or, we get paid for the doors. Now, what could happen is you could pay for the doors.
No, I already paid for the doors. That's past tense. I've done that. Paid. You're saying paying. That means I got to double back.
Well, sir, but we haven't been paid, sir, for the doors is what.
No. The contractor was paid for the doors. So that's who pays you.
Okay. And what I'm trying to explain to you, sir, we haven't been paid at all here at Doors. Now, when
okay. Well, at Doors, they should have received a check from my contract.
Okay. And what I'm explaining to you, sir, is that hasn't been done.
So since you have not been paid, you're going to come back and get my doors. Now, you said we. Now, who's all this? You and who are they going to come get my doors?
Here's the problem here.
No, there ain't no problem. We're going to resolve this very peacefully. But who is we?
Okay. So what's taking place here at my job is they've taken this money out of my check that hasn't been paid for the doors.
Oh, yes. I can understand that, but why would they take it out of your check? You did the man hours. You've done your work.
I understand that, sir, but since the company hasn't been paid, the company is taking it out on me, and it's not going to come down on me. So either I'm going to get the doors.
Well, you need to quit your job because they need to give you not just give you a bonus, but give you some hourly work. Because bottom line is, you talking about coming to get my doors. No, that's not going to happen.
Either we resolve this peacefully as if you paid for it, or I come out and get the doors. And I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth.
You need to go ahead and come get these doors. Gas up and come get these doors because you're not going to come and get I'm not going to send you no money.
Okay, sir, then what we need to do is get a scheduled time where I can come out and get all the doors.
Now I'm on your time.
I'm sorry?
I'm on your time now, so you must be paying me now since I'm on your time.
What are you talking about?
Because you're talking about you're going to set up a time with me. That means I have to leave and do what I do to meet you here to get something that don't belong to you, which is my door.
Sir, you don't have to be there at all. Because I'm going to come in and take the front door off, and I'm going to keep moving through the house and get all the doors and get them back here to the plant.
I don't think you hear yourself. Now, first and foremost, when you come to the front door, I'm going to be waiting on you. As you taking off the latch, I'm going to be on your behind, making sure you realize you're going to have to take this door or take this. And I'm pretty sure that will be coming to you when you get that first door.
Sir, I can't keep going back and forth with you. Let me say this to you. I'm coming to get them doors, even if I got to take a whooping, because I got to get my money back from the company that they done took from me, because your damn contractor did not pay for the damn doors.
Hey, you better bring your tone down when you talk to me. You talking to a grown man. I'm gonna put this on you. I'm not gonna allow you to come to my house and take these damn doors, and you ain't coming to get no money.
I'm coming to get them doors, and I'm coming to get them today. I need every
Come on
door.
now. What time you coming? Because I want to be prepared when you come mess with these doors. Because I make sure, please. What time you coming?
Don't worry about when I'm coming. You'll know when I'm there when I take the first dough off the heads.
Every door, we going to meet at that door. I'm going to whoop that and tell you what, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you $1 whooping. Now take that check. You can make $10.75.
Whooping or not, I'm going to take that whooping if that's what it takes, but I got to take these doors so I can get my money back,
man. I need you to do. Next time, get your damn money. Stop. Get a job that pays you better for this whooping. You're going to get it and fed well.
Listen, sir, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you about you whooping my...
You ain't got to go back and forth. That is the end. Bring your over here, take that whooping, and take it on home with you.
But I'm bringing them doors, too. Every door in that house is coming with me. You should have been calling a contractor.
You should have been calling a contractor.
Stealing doors from my damn company.
No, I'm telling you what, you need to be calling them. He got your money.
I'm coming to get every door you got in that house.
Bring me that number.
I tell you what, you know what I'll do? I'll just wait till you go to work.
Bring me the number right now.
And I'll just come in there and get them doors while your ass is gone.
Junior. Oh, wait a second. Now, I just told you ain't coming to get no doors. I just got you telling you this. Junior, get it from your mama. Bring it on now. I'm coming to get them doors. And you know what else I'm coming to do? What? I'm coming to tell you who I am. Do you know who I am? So I know who you are. So you walk your up here, I'll make sure I introduce myself. You want to come get a door? Well, come get these doors then. If you're that bad.
That ain't really who I am.
Well, who are you?
I am Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got prank phone call by your wife, Faye.
Faye? That's why she is. Bring the damn number. You gonna get it when I get downstairs. Oh, brother, you got me. You know, I'm a typical Negro. I got one of them red doors. You know, when you get them red doors, you doing something.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I got to ask you, man. Paul, what is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Oh, Steve Harvey Show. And Cousin Tommy.
I was over here just praying, man. Faye, don't bring that number in now.
But all I heard was all this moving, so I'm thinking they looking for it, but they down there probably on the floor getting it.
You got his blood pressure.
Oh, you play too much. I love Paul, though. I love him.
I don't believe you heard what I said.
What?
Come and get these doors.
No, gas up. He talking to gas.
You gonna get an ass whooping at every door.
$10.75. I'll pay you $1.
You gotta watch your tone. You know, black people be that tone.
Give me the number.
Dang, Tommy.
He say when Negroes know they done made it, they get a red door.
Red door.
But I'm doing something.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. When I was young, man, I wanted a red door on my front door.
What does that signify? What does that do?
I don't know. Just specialty looking door, red. Yeah. You know, ain't nobody in my neighborhood have a red door, but up in the suburbs, man, some of them houses had red door, some of them had a black door. Woo! I wanted one of them doors, man.
Yep.
Never did get a red door or a black door. Well, as a matter of fact, let's go on and talk about it. How many doors you got now?
How
many of them are double?
How many doors you got now?
Double doors.
You ain't never even counted them.
He's just laughing.
You made up for the red door, huh?
Birmingham, I'm coming your way, baby, to the Stardome, April 16th through the 18th. The nephew will be in town. 5 shows, 2 on Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. It's Magic City Classic weekend. They playing football. I'm slanging jokes. Y'all go watch the game, then come watch me. We gonna have some fun all weekend long. It is the Stardome. Bruce, I'm coming your way.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I have the drummer, but I want the pastor. Dear Steve and Shirley, about a year ago, I left my home church to join another church. I was dating the church's drummer, and he invited me to join. I fell in love with the atmosphere of the church, and the senior pastor was really good. When I joined, I was asked to help put together a praise dance team. I enlisted the help of the associate pastor to help me. The associate pastor is only 3 years older than me, and we connected on so many levels. We went to the same college, and we have the same favorite restaurant. I was interested in getting to know him better, but I was in a relationship with the drummer. One Saturday, I was at a praise dance practice with the youth, and the associate pastor brought my lunch from my favorite restaurant. After practice, we ate together and had a great conversation. He said that my boyfriend, the drummer, is a ladies' man and has been with several women in the church. That put me at ease about breaking up with the drummer so I could pursue the associate pastor. A month after I ended my relationship, I told the associate pastor how I felt about him. We talked on the phone off and on, so I figured it was okay to let him know. He invited me to his place to talk. One thing led to another, and we were intimate. He was exceptional in the bedroom and too freaky to be a pastor. We talked daily for about a week afterwards, and then he ghosted me. I confronted him at church, and he said he was wrong to have sex with me. I told him I wanted it and I want him. He said there's no way we can be together because my ex-boyfriend goes to the church. I want this man, and we are so perfect for each other. Do I leave the church so we can be together? Please advise. Ooh, slow your roll, lady, please. First of all, you're way too gullible and easy. I mean, you're listening to this man, the associate pastor, badmouth your boyfriend, the drummer. You break up with your boyfriend, and then you sleep with the associate pastor just based on what he said. All he had to do was just backstab your boyfriend and then bring you a plate from your favorite restaurant, and now you want to leave this church to be with this man, to try and get this man? I just think you're a mess. You're all over the place. See, he's told you that you guys can't be together because of your ex, and I think you need to listen. I think you need to really hear what he's saying to you. All he wanted from you, he got. Okay? That first night when you went over to his house, and you're still trying to pursue him. I think it's over. He doesn't want you. Leave it alone. Steve?
Okay. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor. Everybody's familiar with the familiar line, get a drummer song.
Yeah.
Literally. And messed around and gave the drummer too much. Well, you've been dating the church's drummer. You left your home church. Now, you left your home church for a reason. For the drummer, or maybe it was somebody she was seeing at the home church. I wouldn't put it past him. He was dating the church's drummer. He invited you to join, fell in love with the atmosphere at the church, and the senior pastor was really good. Now, when she joined the church, they asked her to help put together a praise dance team. Mm-hmm. Now, here we go right here. They asked you to put together a praise dance team, and the first thing you do is enlist the help of the associate pastor to help me. Since when is it the associate pastor's position to put together the praise dance team? The kids. You already started some mess. You had your eyes on the dude in the first place. That's why you enlisted the help of him to help you. Well, guess what? Then all of a sudden, the associate pastor only 3 years older than me, and we connected on so many levels. We went to the same college, and we have the same favorite restaurant. Well, I guess that's it then.
We're together.
Yep, what we waiting on? Sound like a match made in heaven to me. Same college, didn't know each other there, and you like the same restaurant? Now, if you're in a small-ass town, it ain't but nothing down there but a Shoney's and a Denny's. How favorite of a damn restaurant can it be? I was interested in getting to know him better, but I was in a relationship with the drummer. So you was at the praise dance practice. The pastor bought you some lunch from your favorite restaurant. After practice, we ate together. You ain't doing nothing but sit down on a bench somewhere and ate. Had a great conversation.
Romantic.
Then, conveniently, he just happens to tell you that your boyfriend, the drummer, is a ladies' man and has been with several women in the church. Amazing how he just bought that up.
Isn't it?
Slanging mud. Now, all of a sudden, that put me at ease about breaking up with the drummer so I could pursue the associate pastor that you decided to pursue when you enlisted him to help you with the praise team. So I ain't surprised at none of that. What you're going to be surprised about is when we come back, what I have to tell you.
Okay. All right, hold on to that thought, Steve. We will definitely come back at 23 minutes after the hour to get back into this letter and get part 2 of Steve's response. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor. We'll get back into it right after this. She did.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. I had the drummer, but I want the pastor is the subject. Woo.
This lady that left her home church in pursuit of the drummer. Invited her to come to the church. She fell in love with the atmosphere, so she joined. She dating the drummer. After she joined, they told her, why don't you help put together a praise dance team? They could have got anybody for that. There ain't no talent in picking the praise dance team. Who want to try out? All right. So anyway, when you found out you was going to pick the team, you enlisted the help of the associate pastor to help you pick the dance team. All right. He's only 3 years older than me, and we connected on so many levels. We went to the same college, and we got the same favorite restaurant. Well, if that's all it takes.
That was.
Ladies, there's hope for everybody now.
Yes.
All you got to find is somebody like the same food you like. And it's ding dong. Here comes the wedding. All right. One Saturday, you was at the praise dance practice. Youth pastor bought you lunch from your favorite restaurant. Y'all sat down, talked, had a great conversation. In this great conversation, he informed you that your boyfriend is a ladies' man, a player, and he has had several women at the church. Then you said right away, well, that put me at ease about breaking up with the drummer so I could pursue the associate pastor. Woo, you rolling. You fast. Just left your other church. Probably was some mess going on over there. A month after I ended my relationship, I told the associate pastor how I felt about him. We talked on the phone off and on, so I figured it was okay to let him know. Well, he invited you to his place. One thing led to another, and we were intimate. He was exceptional in the bedroom and too freaky to be a pastor. Lady, he ain't always been the pastor.
We all have a past, Steve.
Yeah, he was something before the pastor. So I don't know why people be talking about he a pastor. I don't know where he got all that from before he was the pastor.
Yes.
So he done obviously turned you out. We talked daily for about a week afterwards, and then he ghosted me. So you did like most scorned people. You confronted him at church. Then he told you some scripture. He was wrong to have sex with you. He intended to do this all along. That's why he told you your boyfriend was a player.
Yes.
He wanted to just get you away from him. He ghosted you because he threw. Now you over there going to try to put some spiritual reason. I was wrong to have sex with you. I told him I wanted it and I wanted him. He says, ain't no way we can be together because your ex-boyfriend go to the church. I want this man and we are so perfect for each other. Do I leave the church so we can be together, please? What? You gonna leave another church?
Yeah.
So what you really don't need to decide whether you need to leave or stay. You really need to decide and find out, does he even want you? Because I don't care if your ex-boyfriend is the drummer. That's no reason why a man don't want you.
Right.
See, he was too freaky, and you might not have been freaky enough. Oh. Oh, these letters bring out some bad things. You have to face so many things. You have to find out that you ain't all you thought you was. Now you done find out he done ghosted you. Pastors ghost people too. But he ghosted you with a scripture. I was wrong to have sex with you. Where was he wrong when he was having sex with you?
No, that didn't come up.
Or he just wrong for having had sex with you? See,
But all it took was him to say that, and she broke up with the drummer.
out. That's who she wanted in the first place.
That's right. Yeah.
So now that's why she asked the associate pastor to assist her in picking the praise dance team. Who need help doing that?
Yeah.
Who gets cut from the praise dance team? Because you in church, you can't cut nobody from the praise dance team. If you can't really praise dance, you stand there and hold the flag. Or you fill up the water bins and stuff and spray the dancers. They got something for you. You hold a little skinny girl robe while she hold around so it look like she flying. Or you just be a bassist. Sometimes your job is just to throw the little skinny ass praise dancer in the air. That's your job. We got job for big people on praise team.
I love praise dancers.
You know her.
I know you do, nephew. Yeah, she's too much. He doesn't
lady,
want her.
He don't want you.
That's it.
You got played, and it don't matter if you leave that church or not. He's not going to stay with you. If you was perfect for him, he'd have you.
And she's going to church for the wrong man.
You going to church for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, she needs to be
You
going
at church for the drummer and the pastor.
For the Lord.
And the atmosphere. Get a drummer song.
I did.
And
All
the
right,
pastor
Steve.
too.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, the Earl of Ottingham. Right after this. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so the Earl of Ottingham is here. You know, ever since the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry interview with Oprah on Sunday, there's been so much buzz
news
about it. Yeah, you know, about the racism with the royals. Oh, there
I am
he is.
here, the Earl of Ottingham. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
What in the world is going on? What do you need me for?
You tell us. That's what we want to know. What is
What?
going on over there at the palace? You know,
That
it's
damn Pierce Morgan has nothing to do with anything.
for some reason he does not like Meghan Markle. He quit his job over getting called out.
He's upset with Markle because she cut him off. She has every right to cut him off. He's a peasant. You're not from the royal family.
He's not a royal.
No, he's not royal. She's a royal, and she's right. It's racist over here. I'm the only black hair, and you've never even seen me. Telling you right now, I'm the hidden black. I only come on the radio. You've never seen me before.
This is true. This is true.
There's
Now-
no one of color in the palace. Nowhere.
Now, have you heard of the show called The Talk over here?
I've seen the talk that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that too.
Yes, one of our contributors to this show, Cheryl Underwood, works with a Brit named Sharon Osbourne.
Wonderful black woman, Cheryl Underwood. And let's stop this nonsense about these Brits on television. Sharon Osbourne is a peasant too. She's not a member of the royal family. She's defending Piers Morgan because Cheryl Underwood was 100% correct. You don't have to make racist remarks. You just have to say racist things.
Well, I'm going to ask you this, Earl.
What?
Did you hear Cheryl's classy response to Sharon Osbourne?
Oh my God, far too classy.
Yeah, what
I would
should
have
she have said?
Kiss my entire royal ass. You
That's what I
can
wanted
take
to know.
royal crown and drink it from the crack of my tail if you like. You can take Bergamot crown and put it in your hair, but you'll never be a royal. I would have told Sharon Osbourne and her drunk-ass husband, you're not rich in royalty. It's racist here in the palace, and I know because I'm here representing the only black person here.
Well, Earl, thank you for coming on and clearing a few things up for us. We appreciate you
I'm
very
here for
much.
you anytime you need me here.
Carla's reality update.
Thank you, Carla. I would love to appear on Reality Update one time.
Right
Get
after
more
this.
of it out.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, come on, introduce our girl. She is here.
She is here, Carla Farrell with Reality Update.
Coming
All right,
in
thank
hot.
Coming in hot,
Coming
baby.
in
Yes. All right, thank you, nephew. Let's talk about Married to Medicine, Dr. Jackie Walters. She was our special guest on Monday. She hung out with myself, yours truly, Shirley Strawberry, Cheryl Underwood, and Dr. Jackie. So Married to Medicine is back. And I don't know, we got to... Dr. Jackie, she told us that this season was going to be something, and I checked out the first episode, and we got to really see, though, what's going on with the doctors and their work with the pandemic, and really see them as medical professionals and frontline heroes on, right there on the ground getting involved. We got to see all the doctors come home from work and how they had to change clothes in the garage and go in the house and shower and do all that before they even get to see their kids and be with each other. So it was really serious, and how they care about saving lives during the pandemic in Atlanta. So it was really, really good. The sad news was to see Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone. They used to be besties almost, and then they're just not together. They're just not together yet. So hopefully they can mend their relationship. Dr. Heavenly, she's doing her thing. She is off the chain. She gave a great birthday party, but it was outdoors, social distancing. She made everybody wear a mask for her husband, Dr.
But
Damon.
you know what?
What?
Carla.
What?
They wear the mask when they come into the house, and then after about an hour of being there, everybody got their mask off. That's what I mean.
Mask off, down.
Yes.
Well, because they wanted to eat, there was food there, so they wanted to eat. That was part of it.
Yeah, but they still, Tommy's right, they still a little inconsistent with it.
It's extra. It'd be way up under their chin. They ain't pulling it back up.
And maybe they're tested on the set or whatever
Right.
beforehand. So anyway, Married to Medicine is back. Make sure we watch it and support Dr. Jackie Walters and the doctors. We love it. All right, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Quickly, Cynthia and Mike's wedding. It's still happening. There's a few little hiccups. The mother of the bride, Cynthia's mom, her dress is late coming in after the wedding, so they got to deal with that. Mike, the groom, his wedding band, Cynthia said his ring doesn't fit. So they're just putting out fires after fires dealing with this wedding. And Kenya and Drew, I don't know what's going on, but Kenya just does not like the new cast member, Drew. They tried to talk it out at dinner. That didn't go well. Marlo hosted an event. The ladies went there. Cynthia couldn't come, and Cynthia called and said she wasn't going to be able to make it. And they asked Cynthia if she was going to get a prenup with Mike. And she said no, she would do a post-nup. And Candy advised her to do a prenup. And Kenya even advised her to do it. And Kenya didn't even take her own advice. She admitted to that she didn't get a prenup. And Kenya going through a separation.
Mike got more money than she got.
So what do you guys think about prenups? That's what I want to ask you. What do you think about it, Steve?
Here's what I think about prenups. Everybody that I know who has a prenup has used it. I don't know anybody, not me personally, that has a prenup that has not used it. Because all it is, listen, this is what I know. From a male standpoint who is doing well off, and I know a lot of men who are doing well off who have prenups.
Okay.
It's a buyout clause. It's I have a number that I know that I'm going to pay if I'm tired of this. And if I don't feel like I want to do this no more, or it's getting to be a bit much, here's the buyout number that I have. And when I'm ready to pull the trigger and give up that amount, here it is right here.
I'd have got cussed out if I'd have brought up
a prenup. Yeah.
I mean, that's just from my experience.
So you
But
think
from a
it's
woman's
giving them
perspective,
permission?
if she's making more than her man or she has more to bring to the table, you still think
It's a buyout clause.
It's still a buyout clause.
For everybody, man or woman.
Okay.
And
You're
everybody
expecting
that I
something
know,
to go wrong.
seriously, and everybody that I know that has a prenup has had to use it. Everybody I know.
It like jinxes the marriage, is what you're saying.
What you're saying.
It's-
Yeah.
You just ain't. We'll talk about
Did
it. a little bit
Kanye have one?
Well,
I just thought
we'll be
I'd
back at
ask.
20 after.
I just thought I'd ask.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, before we left for the break, Carla's reality update asked a question. She posed a question about prenups, and you wanted to
I
finish
wanted
your
to know
thought.
Steve's
Yeah.
opinion about prenups because they were
And-
talking about Cynthia and Mike.
And you know, like I
Real
said,
Housewives.
and this is just from my experience. I'm not
Yes, sir.
saying that it doesn't happen. Everybody that I know who has had a prenup has had to use it. Everybody that I know that has one has used it.
Okay.
And for me, this is
And
just
the-
me. This is just
And
my
the people
opinion.
that don't have them are still
I mean-
married.
They're
No,
trying
I'm
to
not
make
saying
it.
that.
Is that what you're...
No, I'm not saying that
Okay.
at all. Now, a lot of people, I've had 2 marriages, ain't had no prenups. And I ain't married to either one of them. But so that's not the case. What I'm
Okay.
saying, though, is to me, it is preparation for failure.
Yeah. A
For
recipe for
the,
a
for the
disaster.
marriage to end.
Yeah,
It's,
it's like a
it's
jinx to the
saying that,
marriage.
look, there's a possibility that this may not make it for whatever the reason. And in the event that we get there, here's the buyout number.
But that's interesting because most rich people do have prenups.
Most rich people have a buyout number. Y'all can call it a prenup. It's a buyout number.
Well, they call it a prenup.
Prenup.
And it's a buyout number. It's the
Prenuptials.
number that I have to pay that buys you out of this relationship. And I know the number going in. And the moment I'm comfortable with that number and I'm sick of you, we pressing the button. And I know exactly what it costs.
Woo, we'll be back.
Sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer, the one and only Steve Harvey. Steve, this one is from John in Mississippi. He says, my wife and I have been separated for over a year, but she moved back in with me after she got laid off. I got the house because I caught her cheating on me. I never got upset with her. I just put her out, and me and the kids have been better off since then. Now that she's back in the home, she doesn't want my girlfriend to come over. I told her that she has no say-so, and she should be glad she has a roof over her head. She's been very rude to my girlfriend, and I want to put her out. Would I be wrong?
Hell no, you wasn't wrong. Dog, she cheated on you?
Yeah.
What you take her back for? Why don't you go
That's the
stay with the dude you cheated with?
Right.
She
There
back
you
over
go.
here for?
They're never available. The one you cheated with is never available.
Don't
Yeah.
make no sense. No,
All right.
you wouldn't be wrong. Put her ass out. You cheat on me and I put you out. You trust and believe you ain't coming.
Maybe he had a soft
You
spot
better be
for
lucky
kids.
it's just one of them over here.
Really, Steve? Okay, player.
Oh, that's what we doing?
Clem in Lake Charles.
And the reason there's a
Louisiana.
lot of them over here because the kids like everybody.
You know they're so sweet. Clem in Lake Charles, Louisiana says, I'm a 49-year-old married man and I have a birthday weekend planned for my 50th in June. Me and my boys are going to Miami to kick back, eat good, drink, and talk a lot of smack. Well, my wife doesn't understand why we're going to Miami to have a good time. We're both married. We've been married for 14 years and I have never had a boys' weekend, so she's suspicious. Do I owe her an explanation? I don't say anything when she takes girls' trips.
Dog.
So she takes trips.
She take girl trips. You take boy trips. You going to Miami.
This
Sir.
is first fella's trip though, dog.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
MIA.
Miami can't be your first trip.
Sexiest city in the U.S.
Yeah, you got to go slow. Y'all don't want to go Kansas City or nothing.
Kansas City? What about Chattanooga?
Yeah, y'all don't want to go Mississippi, go Graceland or something. Miami.
That's in Memphis.
Boy, let me tell you something. Go down on Lincoln Square and just pull up a chair. Get yourself a cigar and pull up a chair. You're going to be there all night. And try to make it back home. Burn all your shirts, though.
Why is it?
Them shirts? Oh, you're going to have something on them.
Like what?
Lipstick.
Perfume.
But now, if you get lipstick on your collars, listen to me, fellas. Buy yourself a pack of white bread.
Like
white
Wonder
bread
Bread?
take lipstick out of collars. Just need to know that.
Coming up, it is our last break of the day. And of course, we will have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys, on this Thursday, our last break of the day. Looking forward to the weekend. This was a good
We
day.
ain't going nowhere. I don't know
I
what you're
know.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
Where
I
you
know.
going to?
Yeah,
To
it's
the
going to be
kitchen?
nice weather.
From, yeah. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. In the 70s.
In Atlanta, it's
High
gonna be
70s,
beautiful.
yeah.
You know, we still don't really go nowhere.
No.
You know?
And because there's not a lot of places to go anyway.
And,
to the
Go
grocery
through the drive-thru
store.
and pick up some food. That's all you can do.
Yeah,
Drive
to the
through and
grocery
drive out.
store. Yeah.
Hey, can I say something that I did yesterday?
Of course
What's
you
that?
can.
What
It's
you
your
do?
show.
Now, this is real regular for me.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I
wait.
had something. I didn't do it myself, but I had somebody do it for me. I used Postmate yesterday.
Oh, a delivery service.
Yeah.
Food delivery service. Uh-huh.
Yeah, had some food Postmate.
All right,
to the
Mr.
house.
Regular.
You call that regular.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
No, I mean,
Delivery food.
little
I know
stuff
you
like
don't.
that, like
Yeah.
like when I order something on Amazon, it's an event.
Oh, yeah.
Why is
It's
it an
an
event?
About 3 weeks ago was the first time I ever ordered something on Amazon.
You just want to
But
get
when the
regular?
last time you went to the post office and mailed something off?
Post office.
What?
Yeah.
What you mail something off? Where?
Mail something
Like,
off.
stand
go
in
by-
line, go up to
Go
the
to the
window.
post office,
a
get
stamp.
stamps, put it on it, and mail it out. What do you mean?
Get a no.
Don't nobody want to do that, whether they rich or not.
No,
People still doing that.
No,
I said they don't want to. They
I don't
doing
even
it.
know
but they
nobody
don't want
went to the post office. But I don't even know where the post office is.
See right
Okay,
there.
you ain't never sent off a bill lately?
Yeah, he sent off a late bill.
Okay, I got one, Steve.
No,
When's the last-
Carl. No, Carl. Wait, don't run over that. He ain't sent off no
me.
bill.
That was Shirley.
No.
He ain't
I
sent
want to
off
know.
no bill.
That made me think, when's the last time have you written a check? Mr. Regular.
Well, Unc, you just need to come over here to my house. I got some regular for your ass over here, boy.
Okay.
You come over here.
Let's stay on regular.
What you gonna do, Junior? What would you guys do?
Hey, Uncle Steve, come over here first of all. I'm hungry. There's some meat in there. Go in there and make this thing.
Yeah, what I look like? The maid?
Some lunch meat, Junior.
Yeah. Dog, ain't there much room to move around in here. You gonna come back to me.
Tell me what you want to ask me.
When the last time you changed the air filters? I had to do that though.
What? Tommy.
Change the air
I
filter.
did. I changed the air
Boy.
filter. What?
I
For
believe
your
you
champagne
did it.
problem.
Yeah, I believe
Tommy.
you did it.
Huh?
I can't even tell you.
Where the filters at?
No.
Where the vents at?
I can promise you. I know where the vents are. I can look up at them, but I haven't changed an air filter, dog. Probably since. I ain't changed the air filter, dog, since.
Okay, let's.
Matter of fact, I
get-
know the last time I changed the air filter.
At least
96.
you know how. That's the year my daughter was born.
Dog, I remember.
Over
dog,
20-something
She's
years
24.
ago.
Dog, it was my first house. I changed the air filter in 96. I ain't changed the air filter.
So you don't do no regular stuff at all?
Dog, I haven't. I don't.
Have you pumped gas?
No.
He got a driver, y'all.
Oh, God.
No,
When's the last time you unclogged the ice maker? Just any of that?
Hey, man, I drove my old car. You know, I got a 40 Cadillac. I drove my old car. The gas light came on.
Uh-oh.
Dog,
Yeah.
I pulled over to get some gas. I couldn't find the gas cap. I had to get back in the car.
Ain't it behind the
slowly.
license plate? Where is it?
No, man, it's under the tail light. 1940
'cause it's a classic
Cadillac.
car.
You have to pick up the tail light, and the gas cap is under the tail light. Dog, I couldn't find it. I had to get back in the car and creep to the house because I couldn't even find the gas tank, man.
God.
That's embarrassing, dog.
When's the last time you mopped the kitchen floor, Steve? I know you have help, but
don't nobody want to do that either.
I wiped something up off the kitchen floor. I wasted some coffee. I got
But
paper
not a
towel and
mop.
wiped it. I'm not mopping this floor.
Dishes, you don't even
I did
consider
that
dishes.
too much when I was young.
Hey, man,
Clean the
Marjorie,
kitchen.
when we was living out in L.A. before we moved back to Atlanta, we was in that house for 3 years. She said, Steve, on Sundays when we don't have anybody at the house, can you put the dishes in the dishwasher?
Okay.
And so she came home from somewhere, and the plates was on the sink. She said, Steve, I asked you to put the dishes in the dishwasher. I said, I couldn't find it. She said, are you kidding me? I said, no. Because it was covered in cabinetry.
Oh, yeah.
So it looked like just cabinet.
Paneling, yeah.
I didn't know. So I said, she said, are you?
Nice excuse, though.
Oh, she was mad at me, man.
Oh, I know she was.
You don't have to wash the dishes. Can you just put them in there?
I haven't seen, I don't pay the bills. I don't see bills.
You have people for that, yeah.
I don't
Have you
business managers and stuff.
Have you washed a load of clothes?
He couldn't
Hey,
find
Tommy.
a dishwasher.
Tommy, let me tell you something. I was in my garage one day when I lived in Beverly Hills, and I opened the door, and I stood there, and I got so excited. I ran back, and I said, baby, guess what's in the garage? She said, what? Baby, it's washers and dryers in the garage.
Oh, get out of here, Steve.
She looked at me and said, Steve, that's the housekeeper's laundromat out there.
Ooh, you better ball.
What?
I know, till you fall. I love it.
What? 3 years I lived in that house, Tommy, and found the washer and dryer.
That's funny.
I like regular Steve.
That's sad but funny.
Oh, man, that's kind of cool, though. Praise God. See y'all tomorrow.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.